What's up, everyone? This is Sandra reporting from Cobra Lounge, where we just had a couple of bands playing tonight, and I'm here with the boys from Rather Tragic. Can you guys introduce yourselves, please?
I'm James, the drummer.
Brian, guitar and vocals.
Danny, guitar.
Aaron, bass.
Okay, so everyone's going to see that you guys performed, and it's kind of metal. Is that what you consider yourselves?
Thrash metal.
And obviously, from my roommate, there's like hundreds and hundreds of genres under the thing of metal. What makes this that?
I would say it's more thrash, if anything. I grew up with punk roots. I was in a punk band growing up, so this is like the first metal project that I've done. I've always listened to bands like Municipal Waste, SOD, and stuff like that. So it's more the thrash influence for me.
Do you believe the same thing?
Yeah, with the guitars, we listen to thrash, and we had a lot of, like, everybody has different kind of metal bands. So we try to make things sound different. We don't try to repeat things, but it ends up sometimes.
And as far as like the vocals and stuff, do you have to do something different in order for people to consider you thrash metal?
You know, I don't sing, but I would say it's more like high pitch, not necessarily low growls like death metal. Maybe the singer would be able to answer the question a little bit better.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, well, we had a guy that screamed, and we just used him because I wasn't really ready with guitar and singing. But now that I got it down, I'm doing more of just singing, kind of have choruses, something that you could hum, stuff that you could break down and playing other instruments, but it's still metal, you know, songs instead of just. So yeah, we do kind of like catchy chorus stuff.
We strive to write good songs, not necessarily metal, just good catchy songs that people want to hear and want to dance to.
So what makes your songs good and catchy?
The lyrics on some songs, the choruses we have, it's a lot of guitar harmonies.
If it's a movie, like this movie They Live with, what's his name? Roddy Piper. It's just sometimes it can be silly about aliens, sometimes about government, just random things. Things that any newspaper topic, really. I don't really go too much into like fantasy stuff, but
We like to leave the songs kind of open so you could kind of have your own interpretation. I mean, some songs sound like it's a war song, but it's actually about a mosh pit. So it's open to whatever you want to hear.
So how long have you guys been together, and where does the name come from?
I joined the band back in 2007, filling for these guys after their drummer left. So I've been with them for not too long, a couple of years.
And where does the name come from?
the name, we're looking through dictionary words, and I just saw tragic, and someone was like, tragic, man. And then I was like, that's rather tragic. And this was like back in 02 and 03, and it was whole different band, whole different lineup back then. So now that name just stuck, and it's already 09 now. It's pretty crazy.
Now, you guys are obviously using social media networks like Facebook and MySpace. Does that help you guys get more gigs and interact with other bands?
Actually, I don't think we would have ever gotten anywhere if it hadn't been for that, because that gets people listening to your music for free. We get it download for free. It's myspace.com/rathertragic, and that's how we get shows. People message us, and we're a spur of the moment kind of band, so we just go for whatever. So yeah, it helps us a lot.
And speaking of getting gigs and stuff, you guys have an upcoming gig September 19th, you said?
Yes, that's at the Skull Center by Lawrence and Elston. Yeah.
And then we're also playing the Mutiny on October 30th, and that's a Friday, and it's free. So, you know, no excuse. Show up.
Come out, have a beer.
Just want to say the 19th is a free show too, or all ages, not free, but all ages. So we usually play a lot of 21 and over places. There's not really too many places to play that's all ages, but we're always down to trading shows with out-of-state bands.
So you guys heard it here. If you guys want to trade a show with them, you have a place where they could do an all ages shows as well. They can contact you where?
myspace.com/rathertragic, and just message us there. If you got an email, I don't remember the email.
Our email is rathertragic@hotmail.com, and we're not afraid to play with any band. We'll play with punk bands, cumbia bands, reggaeton, duranguense, whatever you guys want to play, we'll play with you. Hip-hop bands, just call us.
Cool. You heard it here first on E&E Chicago Rocks. Rather Tragic will do quinceañeras. They will sell out for cumbia bands, duranguense, anything you want. Right, guys? That's it. Thank you. We were here with Rather Tragic at Cobra Lounge. We're taking it back to the studio for E&E Chicago Rocks. Artists, bands, and musicians, we're booking acts to perform on our show through the end of the year.
if you are interested in performing on our show, drop us a line at info@enchufate.com. ¿Qué tal, artistas, bandas y músicos? Estamos coordinando talento para presentarse en nuestro programa hasta fin de año. Si estás interesado en presentarte en nuestro programa, envíanos un correo electrónico a info@enchufate.com.